Hello guys. Welcome back to Commission Corner. In this channel we'll share all the content related to commission exams, and states exams of Himachal Pradesh and other states and PSU. And most probably we'll cover MCQs of civil engineering and MCQs related to Himachal Pradesh Administrative Services and Allied Services. Himachal Pradesh General Knowledge and History and Administrative History of Himachal Pradesh and Current Affairs will also be covered. So make sure to like, share and subscribe guys. So let's continue with today's video. Sri Lanka has signed a 10 billion yuan, about USD 1.5 billion, currency swap deal with China with the main motive to promote bilateral trade and direct investment between the two countries. The agreement signed between the Central Bank of Sri Lanka and the People's Bank of China is valid for 3 years. China remains Sri Lanka's largest source of imports. In 2020, imports from China amounted to $3.6 billion, or just over 22% of Sri Lanka's imports. The deal comes as Sri Lanka is undergoing a difficult time with COVID-19, dealing a severe blow to its economy, especially its $4.5 billion tourism industry. Sri Lanka also must pay nearly $4.5 billion in foreign debts annually until 2025. Sri Lanka has signed a 10 billion yuan, about USD 1.5 billion, currency swap deal with China with the main motive to promote bilateral trade and direct investment between two countries. The agreement signed between the Central Bank of Sri Lanka and the People's Bank of China is valid for 3 years. China remains Sri Lanka's largest source of imports. In 2020 imports from China amounted to USD 3.6 billion or just over 22% of Sri Lanka's imports. The deal comes as Sri Lanka is undergoing difficulty with COVID-19 dealing a severe blow to its economy, especially its USD 4.5 billion tourism industry. Sri Lanka also must pay nearly USD 4.5 billion in foreign debts annually until 2025. 39. The Norwegian Coastal Administration has received the green signal to start working on the construction of the world's first tunnel being built exclusively for ships. The tunnel is dubbed as Stad Ship Tunnel and would be built under the mountainous Stadhavet Peninsula, northwestern Norway. MARCH Current Affairs, March 22. MARCH 28, page 24. 40. Kerala's tuberculosis eradication program had won national honor as the state bagged the union government's award for reducing the prevalence of the disease through various systematic initiatives. Kerala is the only state had chosen for recognition in the state category. The southern state has reduced the TB prevalence rate by 5% in the last 5 years as part of achieving Sustainable Development Goals. The nation has set an ambitious goal to achieve end tuberculosis by reducing the incidence of new TB cases by 80% by 2025, 5 years ahead of UN Sustainable Development Goals. Kerala's tuberculosis eradication program had won national Honoris Thestate Bagat Union government's award for reducing the prevalence of disease through various systematic initiatives. Kerala's the state had chosen for recognition in the state category. The southern state has reduced the prevalence by 5% in the last 5 years as part of achieving Sustainable Development Goals. The nation has an ambitious goal to achieve end tuberculosis by reducing the incidence of new TB cases by 80% by 2025, 5 years ahead of UN Sustainable Development Goals. 41. Indian Overseas Bank, IOB, has launched IOB Trendy, a savings account customized for the growing millennial population in the country by keeping their banking preferences in mind. IOB Trendy is a savings bank account scheme introduced by the bank towards this endeavor. For opening an IOB Trendy account, a customer needs to be within the bracket of 21-38 years. MARCH Current Affairs, March 22. MARCH 28, page 25. 42. The U.S. Senate has voted, 57-43, to confirm the appointment of Indian-American Dr. Vivek Murthy as the Surgeon General under U.S. President Biden's administration. The 43-year-old Dr. Murthy would occupy the position of America's Surgeon General for the second time. Prior to this, Dr. Murthy was appointed as Surgeon General under the Obama administration in 2011 but was fired by former President Trump in 2017. The U.S. Senate has voted 57-43 to confirm the appointment of Indian American Dr. Vivek Murthy's the Surgeon General under US President Biden's administration. The 43-year-old Dr. Murthy would occupy the position of America's Surgeon General for the second time. Prior to these, Dr. Murthy was appointed as Surgeon General under the Obama administration in 2011 but was fired by former President Trump in 2017. 43. India ranked 40 among 53 global economies in the latest annual edition of the International Intellectual Property (IP) Index released. The U.S. Chamber of Commerce Global Innovation Policy Center (GIPC). The index evaluates intellectual property rights in 53 global economies, from patent and copyright policies to commercialization of IP assets and ratification of international treaties. The 2021 index illustrates that economies with the most effective IP frameworks are more likely to achieve SSIO economy benefits needed to combat COVID-19, including greater access to venture capital, increased private sector investment in research and development, and over 10 times more clinical trial activity. World Intellectual Property Organization. Headquarters Geneva, Switzerland, founded 14 July 1967, and head Darren Tang. MARCH Current Affairs, March 22. MARCH 28, page 26. 44. Well-known Hindi writer, Professor Sharad Pagare will be conferred with the prestigious Vyasaman 2020. He will be awarded the 31st Vyasaman for his novel Patliputra Ki Samragi. The Vyasaman, started in 1991, is given by K.K. Birla Foundation for an outstanding literary work in Hindi authored by an Indian citizen published during the last 10 years. It carries an award of 4 lakh rupees along with a citation and plaque. Well-known Hindi writer Professor Sharad Pagare will be conferred with the prestigious Vyasaman 2020. He will be awarded 31 St. Vyasaman for his novel Patliputra Ki Samragi. The Vyasaman, started in 1991, is given by K.K. Birla Foundation for an outstanding literary work in Hindi authored by an Indian citizen published during the last 10 years. It carries an award of 4 lakh rupees along with a citation and plaque. 45. The book My Experiments with Silence is authored by Samir Sinyan. Anxiety and Self-Discovery. Sony's book aims to be personal account of his dialogues with himself during his growing up years in Delhi, his stint at Wall Street, and his time in Bollywood. The book will be published BOM Books International. Sanasetti's book will be Nadito and Yonuho has fought or is fighting Thyranur Demons. Hope you like this video, guys. Please like, share and subscribe to Commission Corner. Stay safe. Signing off, Commission Corner.